President Trump praised Senator Schumer for having the, quote, guts to do the right thing, calling his support of the spending bill a smart move.
This is why you guys are polling so poorly.
We're not. Wait a minute. We're polling. Can we just revisit the Democrat congressional approval rating?
You know what I mean? Because some corporate had to give himself a bonus check at the end of the year.
Wow, Bill Barr has really turned into an insufferable dick. Hello again, thanks for watching and happy Friday. I have 3 videos for you to kick the day off right, starting with Democrats getting triggered because Donald Trump is praising them.
Of course they are.
President Trump praised Senator Schumer for having the, quote, guts to do the right thing, calling his support of the spending bill a smart move. How will that sit, you think, with House Democrats?
Madness, mass hysteria, delusion.
Well, again, I don't think we should be moving in any way to elicit praise from Donald Trump, who has no respect for Congress and the power of the purse, who is by the hour rolling out proposals and executive actions that are lawless and that are callous. We do not want to be praised by Donald Trump.
Actually, he already did.
This is a hostile government takeover. He is a dictator. And what do you mean a dictator with? Defiance. The Democrats can't only be the adults in the room. We have to be the fighters too.
It's just so stupid. How exactly is Donald Trump a dictator? He literally got elected democratically and is now democratically passing a bill through Congress. Unless, of course, you realize that when the Democrats are talking about democracy and dictators in this context, they just mean opposing Democrats. None of this is really new. Anytime there's a Republican president, the Democrats and the media unite to torpedo anything that president tries to do, which we're gonna get to in the last video. But next, we have Bill Burr going off the deep end and apparently endorsing political murder.
Oh, great.
Yeah, they
Well,
brought
they brought it back a couple of times, and they went with cheaper leather.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because some corporate cunt had to give himself a fucking bonus check at the end of the year. What if we made it worse, but made it look the same?
Yeah.
Then could our pools be bigger?
Not
Free
okay.
Luigi!
Oh, God, I can't believe I used to like his comedy. Anyway, we all hear a lot about people supposedly getting lost in the right-wing extremism fever swamp, but you never seem to hear about their left-wing counterparts. Bill Barr is that and is part of a growing number of far left-wing celebrities that have apparently endorsed murder as a valid political tool. It's just so maddening and nuts because once again, we have one of these left-wingers that supports something extreme against their political opponents, but for some reason doesn't have the ability to see that those standards can come back to bite them.
Yeah, but it's different.
If some prominent right-winger came out publicly in favor of extremism like murder as a valid political tool, Bill Burr would have none of it, and he would come out bravely and beautifully speaking against it. But you see, for him, it's completely different, because in his mind, the reasons are justified. Bill Burr also came out the other day saying that Elon Musk is a Nazi and a stupid idiot, which just blows my mind because first off, what has Bill Burr ever offered humanity?
Nothing that I can think of offhand.
Elon Musk, on the other hand, is making technological breakthroughs on a regular basis with his many companies that are doing things that are at least trying to change humanity for the better. So yeah, fuck Bill Burr. Okay, lastly, we have Scott Jennings really giving it to one of these 5v1 panels that CNN constantly has with Abby Phillips, proving once again that the only reason to watch CNN at this point is to see Scott Jennings absolutely obliterate these completely stacked panels.
You don't think Republicans were prepared for unhinged liberal mobs? We've been dealing with this since Donald Trump won in
Scott, these aren't liberal mobs. These are not liberal.
Who the fuck is this asshole?
Yeah, but believe me,
These are veterans.
I watched a little bit. I looked at the questions. Why is he shredding the Constitution? Putin this, Putin that. One guy had to be escorted out. He was so unhinged.
That was that
These
guy.
are not. This is an unrepresentative.
That was that guy, the
unhinged-
veteran.
Scott, if they,
It's a mob.
Scott,
It's a literal mob.
This is what you're saying about veterans. If Republicans weren't so worried, then why did you have the Republican Party go out and say, stop doing town halls, stop talking to real people?
It's a stupid idea.
Because they don't want to talk to
the
people.
voters
They don't
is
want to talk to voters.
Because
this is why you guys are polling so poorly.
We're not. Wait a minute. We're polling. Can we just revisit the Democrat congressional approval rating?
Congress is polling poorly. Donald Trump is also polling poorly.
He's twice as much as Democrats in Congress.
40% of the American people, according to a CNN poll, says that 40% say that they care about him. And then you have a veteran out there saying, I'm a veteran and you don't give an F about me. That is in line with how people feel about Donald Trump. And
Totally
if you want to
false.
go off,
Totally
and
false.
if you want to say that it's
If
liberal
you want to tell yourself a story about these paid
if you want to
mobs,
say
go
that it
ahead.
is liberal
Paid
elitists
mob?
going and they're being
my
paid,
guest.
then you guys are going to lose the midterms. And you know what?
Roy,
Wonderful.
Go ahead.
So you're telling me everybody that's showing up to these town halls to boo these Republicans on these crazy policies that they're supporting right now, these are all paid. We're going back to paid. We're playing the hits from 2020.
It's unrepresentative of that congressional district where this guy got like 56% of the vote.
So was unemployment
and
and having
of the state, which Donald Trump won. These are unrepresentative, unhinged mobs. I don't know what else to tell you. That's what they are.
Oh man, it is just all so tiresome from these people who rioted from 2016 to 2020 because they couldn't handle the election results. Sure, they used police shootings as their justification, even though all of those police shootings turned out to be justified. That is up until they got St. Floyd. But I think that we all know that was all just about sowing chaos during the Trump administration, because all of it stopped the moment that Biden took over.
Oh, you're right.
And as anyone who watches this channel knows, historically, it has always been Democrats who use violence after election results where they lost. Up until January 6th, which of course they will never let us forget. But yeah, it is hilarious watching these people on CNN scramble and try to make it look like the public is turning against Trump and Republicans after only a few weeks. And yet these exact same people lied to the country for 4 years about Joe Biden's mental decline and who was actually running the country. All right, folks, that's all I have for that one. Let me know what you all think in the comments. And if you're still here, as always, please hit that like button. It really supports this channel. And if you can't get enough Dronetek, subscribe and follow me on X. You can find the links for that in the description and pinned comment. Thanks a lot.